Hello, everyone. Welcome to Mere Sphere Origins. I am Dan, your host of the Mere Sphere.
Oh! Oh, hello.
Oh, hello is right. Welcome. Give it a couple minutes and I'll bring in as people come in, and then we'll get started. I'm going to cover my review of the Snyder Cut, Justice League. It just came out last night. And then I will talk about what happened last night during a fundraiser stream and a comment that Zack Snyder said that almost made me not watch the movie. So I'll wait for a couple more people to come in. But yeah. So uh yeah. I did not expect what he said, and it it pissed me off. I can imagine how Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers feels, or the people that were on the panel with him when he said what he said. And I have a clips of the video. We'll go over that. Actually, I'll probably go over that first before I do my review, so that I can get that out of the way. I am still going to give an honest review of what I saw on the screen when I watched his movie, the actual take that Zack Snyder wanted to do with the Justice League, and what I felt about it. And I don't know. Guys. Just it shows again. Shows us again. Oh, hey Wookie, how you doing? How are you on? How is your time? Huh? Hope you're doing well. So I'm glad a couple people come in before we start talking about. As you probably guys know, like Wookie, I'm sure you've already heard what Zack Snyder said last night in the fundraiser stream that Uche from Geeks and Gamers, he did a live stream, a fundraiser for suicide prevention with Zack Snyder. And what Zack Snyder said, the first thing he said when he got on that stream was disrespectful, dishonest. A lot of people say it wasn't his fault. It was HBO and Warner Brothers who demanded it of him. I don't care. He still said it. And the way he said it, just let's see. Zack Snyder being bought Little Hollywood. Yeah, can't possibly be a surprise. This place is a success. Yeah, it is. Especially after so many people fought for this guy, fought for this vision. The Snyder Cut, at least the Snyder Cut fans were a massive fan group that pushed really hard to allow to convince HBO to allow Snyder to really get his version of Justice League out. It was a 4-hour movie. I just finished it not too long ago, and I'll give my opinions on what I saw after I go over what he actually said. So, yeah, I'm not even shocked. I was just the one time we thought somebody would have the back of the fans because the only reason this movie came out is because of the fans, and he just stabbed them in the back, and it was the most disgusting thing. The way he worded it was, I don't know if he meant it, but the way he worded this statement was beyond just, that was a gut punch, a slap in the face to not just the people on the panel, but everyone who fought for their movement. I'm not one of them. I'm not a Snyder Cut guy. I said I supported it, but I wasn't out there cheering for it. I've said that many times, but I was glad it happened. There's a victory for the fandom. Finally, Hollywood is saying, you know what? Maybe we should, follow the people who pay to see our stuff. Maybe we should listen to the fans. Maybe if we say, you know what, you're right, and let the fans get what they want, because the fans are what buy the merchandise. The fans are what pay for your movie. Go to the theater multiple times. Yeah, yeah, he did, and I waited long enough. I will actually share exactly what he said. I have it right here. I clipped this from. I got this from Uche's channel. So shout out to him and all of Geeks Gamers. All these channels did not deserve this at all. I'll full screen it. Just a short little thing where he actually implies what he implies. So here we go.
That the on our donation page, we still have the Geeks and Gamers logo. I just want to say that I really we talked about this, and we're really not affiliated with Geeks and Gamers as far as I'm concerned, and I really just want to make that clear. And I also want to just say, in light of recent events, I think we really, it just
okay. Light and recent events. What he's meaning is there was a bad shooting, a massacre of some, what I take it, Asian people at some kind of spa. And yeah, as sad as that is, this right now has nothing. Geeks and Gamers has nothing to do with that. Why would him bringing this up during a fundraiser stream it didn't make any sense. But what he says was very disgusting.
think teaches us anything. It's about coming together, and there's no room for hate. And I just think that it's important. It's an important message. And of course, as the father of the Asian children, it really hits close to home for me. And I just really want to put that out there, that we all, there's no room for hate, and that's just what it's about.
Absolutely, and definitely something I can relate to myself. I'm the father of two biracial children who are part Asian as well.
Okay, so he says comes on Geeks and Gamers channel, who set up this Uche's channel, I should say. Part of the Geeks and Gamers team, former NFL linebacker, great dude. I'm a supporter of his channel. But he comes on. They set up this big fundraiser. Uche, Lethal Lightning, Ryan from RK Outpost. Several of these people here have been massive supporters since day one of this release of Snyder Cut. These people helped fundraise. They came to him, said, "Hey, we're going to get the community together, this massive fandom community, to help raise money for your charity fight against suicide." And Zach was like, "Sweet, great, let's do it." Then he comes onto their channel, and the first words out of his mouth is like, "Just to let you know, guys, I have nothing to do with Geeks and Gamers, nor any hate group. Also, I do not. We stand against hatred and the mass shooting." He is literally in one sentence comparing Geeks and Gamers to hate groups and a mass shooting while on their stream to fundraise against suicide. I'd have kicked him. I'd have bitched him out right there on the stream. Because not only are you taking my brand and clipping it to hate groups, but a mass shooting event. Your first words, not "Thank you all. I am happy to be here. Thank you to the fans. Thank you all for helping me to bring my vision of Justice League to the forefront." No. His first words out of his fucking mouth are, "I don't have the Justice League and me have knows. I am not part of the Geeks and Gamers, and I don't want to be associate with hate groups, but thank you for your money and helping me fight against suicide. How disrespectful. How utterly. That was the whole time I watched this stream, Lethal Lightning and Ryan Cannell looked like they got gut punched. Geeks and Gamers is not a hate group. It is a actually very diverse group of people who teamed up together to make a YouTube channel, multiple YouTube channels, and they cover all kinds of great stuff. They, they're honest, and they don't allow Hollywood to get away with their crap, just like this channel. I don't know him or this channel, but I think with the Uche, he's trying to be very professional. Bobby Campbell, hey man. They were trying to act professional. Zack Snyder, that was not professional whatsoever. I guess I did watch a stream later where he was on Geeks and Gamers and he talked about how they discussed this earlier because I guess Warner Brothers came out to Zack Snyder and said, if you want your movie to come out, you will distance yourself from people like Geeks and Gamers. Zack Snyder said, what? The fuck are you talking about? Well, we heard that you're doing a charity stream with these people. Yeah, we're raising money to fight against suicide. Do you have a problem with that? Do you not like us fighting against suicide? No, well, we don't want you associated or HBO associated with Geeks and Gamers. Why? Because they don't like Geeks and Gamers. They don't like honest people. They don't like fans. They don't want the fans to have a voice. And that's what's great about YouTube is fans can actually have a voice now. We can actually talk to each other. We can get our voices out there. We can let other people know how we feel about certain things. Sun Tzu said, let your plans be dark and it's night when you move, fall like the. It was this almost did make me watch the movie. I almost didn't watch it. I went because I was getting ready. That was about 11:30. It came out at midnight. I was like, all right, 30 more minutes. Snyder Cut's coming out. Let's see what's going on Uche's channel. I didn't have time to stick around, so I'm watching this after it happened. So I'm like rewatching the stream, and then I'm seeing like a Geeks Gamer stream last night. People were like pissed. Like, what the hell happened? So I went back and I watched. The only reason I watched this movie was because of this man right here. Ray Porter, the man who I'm guessing I haven't seen it now. I don't want to. The only reason I watched this movie is because this guy right here, Ray Porter, he played one of the actors who played, I think, Darkseid. He's the voice of Darkseid. And he said this, and this is the only reason I actually decided to watch the movie.
And I really like what you do, and mad respect. I mean, I know Dave, I was on the vodka stream and but all you guys and what you've done has been absolutely immense. I loved what you had to say, and I'm not going to belabor the topic much, Uche, but I've been reading some of the comments, and I think people with the bravery of being out of range, being behind a keyboard, will say a lot of things that they normally wouldn't say straight up individual to individual, and stuff can get very heated and some very ugly things can get said. Also, misunderstandings occur as well. Your point about this being about unity, about peace, and about one single cause. I've lost a number of people to suicide, and they don't just kill themselves. They kill my dreams for them. They kill my future with them. They kill a whole host of people around them. That's one of the greatest tragedies about it, and why we have to have better apparatus in place to help people that need it. That's the only thing that matters. I don't care who you voted for. I don't care who you think is okay to sleep with or not. I really don't care. It's irrelevant. It comes down to individuals. It comes down to people. And what people have done in getting this film seen, I'm here because of y'all. I have this T-shirt because of y'all. My undying gratitude for that. But look at all the money that's been raised tonight.
Unbelievable.
I think when you hold that up against hurt feelings, misunderstandings, that sort of thing, it kind of, I think we can let some of that hate, some of that ugliness go in the name of what actually matters. I've met some amazing, wonderful people through this movement, and never discuss their politics or their views on stuff because it's irrelevant. The point is, we love this thing. We want it to happen. I mean, I'm sort of weird. I'm like, I feel like an exchange student in a way. I was welcomed into this community by everybody. There was never anybody that was like, who the fuck is Ray Porter? You know, yes, it happened on Reddit, but that's Reddit. But no, nobody on Twitter, and certainly nobody, none of you with your channels and that sort of thing. And you will always have my gratitude and respect for that.
Okay, this is Ray Porter. He's the voice behind Darkseid in the movie. So, he came out. I kept watching the stream. I was not happy with what he said and him claiming that, these, the fandom or hate group, because we've already been labeled that by this Access Media. They came out and called us terrorists. How dare we demand the stuff we love to be treated with respect, especially franchises that have been around for 50, 60 years. All we want is them to respect the heroes and the characters created before them and to make something great. And that's all we want. We're geeks. Yeah. Marla, you got to think about this. People like Snyder are looked up to. And then he opens his mouth and you realize how moronic these people in Hollywood are. No idea what they're talking about. They talk to a PR team who just lies to their face because they've been on Twitter all day and they listen to Twitter freaking weirdos who want to just cancel people and end people's lives. We've seen it multiple times. They want people to die. They're fighting against people to commit suicide. This whole thing was to raise money, raise awareness against suicidal causes. And HBO Max demands Snyder distance himself from Geeks and Gamers because of cancel culture. Cancel culture probably has made more people kill themselves than anybody in the last 10 years because they go after people for the smallest detail. They try to ruin their lives. They try to get them fired. They try to get them unpersoned. How dare you be, you talk about this person who did this one thing 10 years ago, say that one comment that was maybe a joke. Bobby Gibble, we're terrorists. No. The only terrorists around here are those Kool-Aid. They're having unintelligent freakouts on Twitter. Yeah, they did. They had one of the articles, I think, from, I don't know, it's probably like Kotaku or something shit like that, came out and said that, fans demanding, franchises bow to them are terrorists. And I was like, what? Franchise only exists because of the fandoms. That's it. Without a fandom, a franchise dies. Every franchise that's entertainment relies on the money they make from their fans. Yeah, he hurt his own charity. He did, because they raised 40. I don't even remember how much money they raised by the end of this. They raised a ton of money, and it was growing, and then Zack Snyder came in, and they said that line. Now, one line comparing Geeks and Gamers to Hate Group got Twitter going nuts. All the people that hate Geeks and Gamers were all like, ha ha ha. See, even Zack Snyder called them hate groups. And this charity stream almost went dead. It was like going. Money was coming in, and then it just hit a wall, and people stopped. They're like, You just literally called the entire community of people who supported you, who helped get your movie going. Because without these fans calling and suggesting, constantly sending letters after letters to HBO saying, "Come on, please allow us Zack Snyder," because we all know what happened during Justice League. His daughter died, and so halfway done with the movie, he had to pull out because he was in mourning, and he left. They put a new director in who completely destroyed his movie, and so he went back, and with the help of the fans who wanted to see Zack Snyder's actual Justice League, they brought it forth. And without the fans, it would have never happened. And what Ray? Just give me a second. One second. Sorry about that, guys. Um. So yes. Sorry about that. Kids get home from school. But yeah. So Ray Porter made it important. Um. He convinced me with that saying, you see what a man is truly thankful for the fandom. A man who understands the fandom. Ray Porter, shout out to him, came out and he said, "Thank you. Thank you, fans. Thank you for helping us. Thank you for that movement. I'm not a part of that movement. I support it because it's a fan movement, and I support fan movements." And so, them coming when Snack Snyder saying that pissed me off. But Ray, because of what Ray Porter said, I said, you know what? All these actors, actresses, and all the people, working their butts off to get this Snyder cut out there, for the editors, production crews, all those people. Hey, Billy Ashley Williams. Hey, welcome, man. Yeah, I will review it now. I watched it because, as I said again, because Ray Porter actually came out there as one of the actors, the voice. I'm guessing he's a voice actor of Darkseid, and he said, I know a lot of people have hurt feelings of what Snyder said, but please understand that a lot of people worked on this. The fundraiser is more important than that because every dollar given was saving lives. Even if Zach is too, I don't know, dumb to see it. If Zack Snyder had any balls, he had told HBO, you know what? If you don't release my movie, good luck. Because it's the only thing people are looking forward to on our streaming service, anyways. And these people aren't a hate group. The only reason this movie's even on here is because of these people. And I'm not going to stab them in the back. That's what he should have told HBO. He should have said, you know what, Warner Brothers, you want to put my movie on? Fine. Fine. Don't do it. because I will not stab the people in the back who help bring this to fruition, and I will not label them something they are not. Period. So, with that being said, I waited until today, till this morning. I allowed myself to just forget about my anger towards Zack Snyder and actually watch the movie with an open mind. Yeah, he should not have done that. Yeah, he should not have. He should have been like, guys, should have came on there, said, guys, thank you for giving money to my charity. I cannot be here because HBO won't allow me to be on here. But the actors and actresses that will be joining you on this stream will, give their feelings. That way he can just step back and allow people like Ray Porter and others to come on here and be like, thank you to the fans. Thank you for helping us bring this, to the forefront. And like as Ray Porter just said in this little clip, this man right here, is why I watched the movie. So shout out to Ray Porter. Thank you for thanking the fans. Even if I wasn't one of the ones shouting to the heavens for your Snyder Cut, I was happy fans finally had a win. We thought we finally had a company that realized, you know what? Let's see what happens if we give the fans what they want. Instead, the day, hours before his movie gets launched, he takes a knife and just stabs him in the back. I was like, wow. Even if he didn't mean it like that, he might not have meant it like that. But the way he said it, he was trying to virtue signal at the worst time for the dumbest thing that doesn't have anything to do with this movement. Now, if you're talking about the actual shooting, yes, then it's time to bring it up. It was a tragedy. Everything like that, any innocent loss of life is a tragedy, especially when it's just some psychopath. And it's sad, but it's the real world, and shit like that happens constantly in our world. Let's not lie to ourselves. Every day, people in Chicago are being killed. I lived in Chicago, not in the nice side of Chicago, so I know the death count that happened there. I've seen the violence. But they did not deserve the disrespect they got. But because of the other people, it may have been Zack Snyder's vision, but it was a lot of other people who worked on this project, like Ray Porter here, who was allowed to come actually show Darkseid in this movie. And he did a fantastic job as Darkseid. If he's the voice of Darkseid, he did a great job, guys. I'll say this movie was actually really good. If you just want a good superhero movie and you have 4 hours to just burn, watch it. Some of it is still kind of like the original, but there's so much more put in that was taken out. Give me a second. Anyways, give me a second. Anyways, but yeah, so my review of Zack Snyder's Snyder Cut is this. It was good. It was much better than what I thought it was going to be. Like, this thing was okay. The extended version was a little bit better. Yeah, they're just being. They just got home from school, so they're being rowdy. I did enjoy it. Some of it was really good. Steppenwolf looks a lot better than he did in the original, like way better. The Joker scene at the end was pretty good. They added a lot more characters to it, and but yeah, so I would. Henry Cavill as Superman is pretty good. He does a good job, and I hope and he did a good job in this one. And he looks like a badass in this one. The only thing I was kind of hoping for near the end was Darkseid actually coming forth and like Superman and Darkseid like throwing it down, but they didn't. But there was so left open for a sequel to this that would have Darkseid coming. They had Martian Manhunter show up at the end, and they had a couple other heroes and other villains that were like in the background for that you could see in their own movies. That would be great movies. They had Slade Wilson come in, and they had oh god, they had so many cool stuff. But I'll say this as not that I think Zack Snyder needs to come out and at least give an apology to the Geeks and Gamers team. Say, what I said was not what I meant. I'm not calling. He definitely needs to come out and say that he was not calling Geeks and Gamers a hate group. Because if he just leaves it like that, F him. Straight up F him. Zack Snyder can go to hell for that. That was slander at the highest level. And, stuff like that people need to start taking this to court. We need to stop allowing this to slide. We need to stop allowing people to claim that we're something we're not, especially hate groups or racist or blah, 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 especially in the public eye. That stuff has real world consequences. It does. People like the Quartering who was attacked in public because somebody on Twitter claimed that he was a certain kind of phobe. He was just walking down whatever he was at a store or something. Someone punched him in the face. But yeah, it's any good now. It could be great and still going to just do another fleecing of the fans. Yes, yes. Yeah, Snyder, what he did, it hurt. It hurt that community definitely. There's a lot of people in that community are probably looking at that going, you're not just talking about geeks and gamers. You're talking about all of us as a whole. It was a slap in the face to all the people who worked their butts off trying to get his vision to come forth. And but yeah, the movie was far better looking. Far better looking. A lot of people have problems like the lighting and the color stuff of the movie. It was far better. I suggest if you you have HBO Max already, it's not gonna it's not like Disney Plus. So because of people like Ray Porter and Henry Cavill, they deserve support. I know Henry Cavill is probably not going to be Superman much longer because J.J. Abrams is now in charge of this freaking bad reboot, which sucks. Now we're going to get fucking dumbass Superman. But by itself, it was a good superhero movie. It was bad guy fights versus there's no woke crap in this movie. Period. None. I didn't see a single event in there where it was like woke. There was a little girl in the beginning of the movie who, when Wonder Woman breaks in that place, it stops the bad guys that were going to explode, blow up the building. Little girl goes, "How do I be?" She goes, "How do I become like?" Or you could become anything you want to, little one. And she says, "How do I become like you?" It's just No, yeah, something like that. Like, how do I become? She's like sitting there staring at Wonder Woman, and he's like, he bends down, and goes, "Are you okay, princess?" He says, "Yes, I am. How do I become like you?" And she says, "You could be anything you want to be." Seth, Wonder Woman, because you're not at the blood of gods, but just saying, or at Amazon, but to his own, I guess. It was like the only part I was like, but the fights were freaking awesome. Um, you really got to see far better, more what was going on with the characters. I don't like what's his name who plays the Flash at all. I think he was horrible. He's still a horrible Flash, but he's a lot better in this one. Um, he's so jokey and kind of like they try to make him like a Spider-Man type character, like a geeky teenager who's like way out of his element. And it's just, but yeah. But other than that, the movie was good. Yeah. But John Wayne Gracie painted amazingly. Care about the quality of painting. So from the art, from the artist, right? I think yeah. See, that's why I almost didn't watch the movies because what Zack Snyder said, but because of what Ray Porter, who's just the guy who came out and was like, guys, I became part. He literally says in this video where he's starting to he's watching all these YouTubers. Like I don't know if he watches mine 'cause I'm not big enough, but he watches Nerdrotic because Nerdrock was there. They had a bunch of others. They even had Star Wars Theory on there for a little while, and they were just talking like before Snack Cider came on. They were all just congratulating them on the success of this movement. People like Ray Porter comes on and goes, I watch all you guys. He's like, I became part of this community. I really love the support I got for being, dark side. He's like, I got this shirt made because of you. Without you guys, I would never have been known that I was even in this movie. And that is why I support this movie is because not because of Snack Cider. No, I don't care for the Snyder universe anymore. It was a good movie by itself, fantastic movie. Yeah, it would be cool if we got like a sequel to this. Maybe Zack Snyder comes out and says, "You know what, guys, I was wrong. What I said was truly a slap in the face to good people." Maybe, maybe he says, Warner Brothers said I had to do this even if I didn't want to. Yeah, he said that. You should have told Warner Bros. To go to hell. I would have. I ain't gonna stab my fans in the back. Period. I don't do that. Without the fans, you got nothing. Nothing. They don't like you. Warner Bros. Doesn't like Snack Cider. They hate him. That's why they destroyed his movie in the first place. No way. Dude, that's the problem. We would. This is why we don't have jobs in Hollywood. It's because we'd be like, "Fuck you," and they go, "What?" And we're like, "No, we're the creators. And we are the. We bring more fans when we create something new. That's why I'm creating my book because I'm sick and tired of this crap, and I can control my own franchise. Because that's what we're gonna have to do. We're gonna have to take control of the franchise that we love and make our own franchises. Because that's the only way we win. Who knows? Maybe one day, a person within the fandom minutes will gain enough fame and money that they could go in like EVS. He made $1 million, over $1 million on one comic book. How funny it would be if he says, "Yeah, yeah. More important." So is Kai's. Yes, Kai's book is right back there. And we got to finish it. Yeah, it is. He wanted, yeah. What I'm saying is, how funny would it be if say Warner Brothers decides, you know what, DC Comics, you're not making enough money. I'm going to sell you. And EVS goes, I'll buy it. He buys DC back. Wow, that would be amazing, actually. Because EVS, who worked for DC, helped him create some of the most cool stuff they had in his past before they destroy him. And then he went on his own, and now he's making millions because he created his own comic. It'd be funny if he went back and bought DC Comics and goes, hey, all those people who threw me out, you're all fired. Now you're fired. You're never going to work at DC again. And we're going to go bring the comics back to the fans. He did that. That would be amazing. Stuff like that. That's what I'm saying. All it takes is a venomous guy, get enough clout, enough money with their own franchise, and they go buy Star Wars back from Disney. Go and buy Marvel back from Disney when they can't afford. Because sooner or later, they're going to have to sell these characters. That's what they're going to start selling is characters. And if they don't make money back soon, the investors are already pissed at Disney. So they're going to have to start selling characters, if not whole franchises. Marvel don't know it still, because that's the only thing they actually have going for them. But it might be they may sell, Lucasfilm one day. Like, you know what, Lucasfilm, you ain't making shit for us. We've lost more money than we gained because of you, because of Kathleen Kennedy, and they sell it. And all they need is the right person to buy it. Don't fire them. Make them draw whatever you want. See, no, I wouldn't even allow these people in my company. I would, second I got there, I'd be like, I know who you are, I know who you are, and I know who you are. Bye. Okay. Yeah, like I would bring the fans back what they want. I would make Spider-Man again. I would make, the Batman, the real Batman again, not like the Tom King Batman. I would make, just bring back what made heroes, what inspired kids growing up reading comics. What, bring it back to fandom. Be like, you know what, fans? For too long, we've allowed certain people that came in that hated comics, too good in comics, because they had a political agenda. And that's gone. And that's what we can hope for. And what I would rate this, I would give him an 8 out of 10. And the music was good. The picture was good. Coloring, all that stuff was good. It was just a good, fun 4 hours of just watching a good superhero movie. He had Superman was badass. Superman comes in, it's just like walks up. Stephen Wolf, like he was freaking. It actually was a little kind of overpowered if you think, because Stephen was like fighting like all four of the other heroes and like holding his own, and Superman comes in and just takes him out like it's freaking nothing. And like there's a scene in there where when Superman comes out and he got Cyborg clocked into the cubes, and he's trying, the Flash is supposed to come up, hit it with the lightning bolt so he can send him into it, which doesn't make sense, but whatever. And he's trying to hack into the thing and then pull them apart from the inside. And Steppenwolf comes up behind with the axe and about to hit him and kill him. And Superman appears like right in front of him, and he acts like hits him in the shoulder, and he's just like, not even fucking impressed. I was like, "Ow, damn!" And when Superman like wakes up and that whole like dark Superman thing where he like fights, holy shit! Like he beats the hell out of all these heroes. Yeah, Superman. Like he's like, because he's like kind of confused, doesn't really know. Does it, his mind's kind of not there all the way. And then Cyborg attacks him by accident because his suit has like this defense mechanism that attacks anything that seems as a threat, which is kind of bad. You may want to get rid of that function because, whoops. And Superman just beats him like betrays him. Yeah. God, that was funny. They do express more of what would happen if there was a sequel. Um, if you guys don't remember, there was a scene where the Flash appears before Batman, and he says, she's the key, and she disappears. Come on, it's like a Superman 3. Yeah, unfortunately, JJ is going to be coming out red. Maybe. See, that would be actually good if they threw in red kryptonite. But no, what happens is Joker actually has a line in there at the end. And he's like, if only, isn't it funny that if you saved her, none of this would have happened? Meaning somebody tortured and killed Lois, which made Superman snap. And so Superman doesn't give two shits about the human race anymore. So he's on a mission of revenge. Um, so I was like, that brings up. There was a comic that did that where like Joker kills Lois, and Superman kills him, and then becomes like was it Alter World or whatever, where he becomes like the pretty like Nazis and they rule over everything. It's kind of like that kind of storyline, and so yeah, Superman looks fierce. Because that was not Superman. Yeah, yeah, Lois. It becomes Lois. Like my guess is what he would do is he's going to have Lex or one of Batman's bad guys end up killing Lois because Lex escapes in this. They have a part where Lex actually disappears from Arkham because some reason they locked Lex up in Arkham, like the worst place to go because he keeps everybody escapes from Arkham, right? So he's on the boat, he's chilling, and Slade comes onto the boat, and he's like, "So I heard you have something for me." He's like, "Yes, I heard that you would like to take care of the Batman free." He's like, "Well, it's personal." He takes his helmet off. He's like, "Oh, his armor looks good." I'm a big fan of Deadpool. Slade Wilson, massive fans of those characters, and he looks so good. He looks like Slade Wilson. Helmet looks perfect. Costume looks beautiful. He's got the little goatee. He's got the sack. He's got the look. I was just like, bam, and he's like, it's personal, and he's like, you know what? He's like, so what do you got for me? He's like, all right to business. Okay, I got his name, and he gives Slade Wilson the name of Batman, Bruce Wayne. Like straight up, just gives it to him. He's like, picks up a wine, drink, and he's like, I was like, damn, because now they knew that Darkseid's coming. Because there's a scene in there where Darkseid, because they destroy the boxes, so now Darkseid can't just teleport there, which it doesn't make sense. Cause, I don't know. I paid with money. Mary Jane wants this to be a pill queen. Wait, I don't know. Mary J. Watson, like the one from like the Marvel universe, that they're like on the movies. Yes, I don't like that Mary Jade, but like real Mary Jade was always my favorite. Tiger, God, but yeah. So, but Slade Wilson looked freaking sick. I was like, man, that's what I want to see. Slade Wilson movie with Batman. It's a Batman Snyder, like freaking yeah, Snyder's Batman with this yeah, that would be a great movie. Just freaking death match. Yeah, God, that would be cool. Oop. Oh, I gotta put it back. But yeah, so the movie wasn't bad. It didn't have politics in it. Didn't have any freaking feminist crap. It just had good combat. Bloody combat. Like, dude fucks up the Amazon chicks. Like cuts one in like half. It's not the only. He F's up some Atlanteans. Like, F's up some Atlanteans. Oh, yeah. Batman Beyond. Great. That's what I thought, if you take the what was it? This what's his name played Joker in Suicide Squad, and you just have Batman older with a younger Batman, and make that like not the Joker, but like the Jokers, like the gang group from the Batman Beyond, as their like new leader. That would be freaking awesome. That's what I would think. God, see, this is the problem with Hollywood and HBO Max is they don't have us, the fans, sitting around in a room going, you know, it'd be cool to make Slade Wilson fighting Batman movie. Boom, do it. Instead, they're like, like, you kidding me? Like this is like all these like Hollywood companies don't get like Lucasfilm. What is it? How badass would it be for a Darth Bane movie? Vader, come on, you know, stuff like that, and just but yeah, unfortunately, they got a bunch of idiots. Right? They allow corporate idiots with Twitter accounts to dictate what comes out with us. That's fortunate. It is. But hey, you know, what can we do? Thank you all for coming. I had to wrap it up now, but I'm glad for all of you being here. My shout out to Geeks and Gamers. I will always have their back. You know, I started my channel because of Neurotic and Geeks and Gamers, and you know, Overlord DVD. These guys, Doomcock, you know, Uche's a great dude. If you haven't followed him, please find his channel. He does great work. He's part of the Geeks and Gamers. Lethal Lightning, Ryan Canal, you know, My Nerdy Home. That's how I was going to do with Sparky Boy. Oh no, no, he's just like a younger Batman, but that might not be coming either. 'Cause dude isn't doing very well. All I'll say you're welcome, but yeah, that's just you. It's fine, man. You know, 1, 2, 100, it doesn't matter to me. You're all freaking awesome, and thank you all. Thank everyone who's here in the chat. Wookie and Vigilante. Vigilante, it was great to see you come on the channel. He's a great channel. I know Wookie. I know you follow him. Anyone else who sees this on a replay, definitely support Vigilante if you haven't, and so many others. And this community is great, and we support each other, and we'll rise together like always. So enjoy, stay safe, stay healthy. I'll see you next time.